Mm. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. We have freedom. You do too. Uh, Happy holidays, Texas. I'm after you. Okay. Today is the 10th of December. Did you hear me, kids? Yeah. 12:57 p.m. Seattle time. Pacific Seattle time. 60 miles north of Seattle. And I love it here. And it is Sunday. Yeah. Today, we're going to talk about Kate Cox. She lives in Texas. She's 20 weeks pregnant. The baby has a very rare disease. The baby will die either coming out of the womb or the minute it hits oxygen. Kate can't take it. And Kate could die too. And it's a serious abortion, very technical, late term. And this is where you use late term. She cannot go through this and end up dying too, okay? So, okay. Texas judges grants permission for women's abortion. Texas judge allows woman to get abortion despite barbaric state law saying she must continue non-viable. Texas Supreme Court temporarily blocks pregnant women from emergency abortion. Emergency is the main word, okay? Okay. Pregnant Texas woman says she's hopeful after judge decision. Texas judge on Thursday granted an emergency order allowing a pregnant woman whose fetus has a fatal diagnosis to get an abortion. Okay? Sound simple, guys? Yeah. Texas Supreme Court temporarily blocking ruling that allows Mrs. Cox, I'm sorry, to not have the abortion until they can further study it. She's 20 weeks along, you dumb fucks. 20 weeks along. So tell me. The baby is basically, the baby can't live in the womb for 18 years. The baby's going to die, or is dying right now, and will definitely die at birth. The mother's health is at high risk, and she could die too. I don't know who gave these men in Texas the moral ground to make excuses why this woman or any woman cannot have an abortion. I don't agree with late term, but she's the reason why we have late term, because that is a dangerous pregnancy. We remove a baby C-section when it has died in the uterus. A stillbirth. There has been rumors of late abortions late-term abortions that do not happen for no reason. I know this. I swear to God on this. It is nothing but vicious rumor by these women. These women who are against it have obviously never had to go through it. Mrs. Cox is going to have to go through months to weeks to years, never forgetting this. Never. It's not something you erase. It's not something you spit on. It's not something you make fun of. It's serious. Oh, wait. She can't leave her house. She can't walk over the line and head for Colorado. Because then she's a killer and they will charge her with murder. They're already calling her a murderer anyway. But she won't be able to ever come home again. Or if she tries leaving her house against their rules and their morals, and they tell her to stop and she doesn't, they can shoot her dead. Pro-life? I'm thinking really highly on this, what they mean. This is insanity. This is wrong. The only people killing anything is the Supreme Court in Texas. I think all the women in the United States grab some money together, take a plane, train, walk, car, and let's go to Texas. Let's stand in front of that Supreme Court building and stand there and wait. What? They're going to shoot all of us? We take her by her little arms. We get her out of there. We protect her. She can die. The infant is either dead now or will be. You know what happens with most women? They have a baby like that and they hold it for hours and hours and hours after it's died. You have no concept of what this life meant to her. None. She doesn't want the baby to suffer. And yet, men and the trivial right white woman is doing this. Hello, Republicans. Hope you're satisfied. You're killing this woman. It is not up to any law. It is not up to the court system, whether it be regular court or the Supreme Court or the High Court in England. You cannot make up the mind for a woman. You are not a woman. You don't know where we stand. You have no idea. You don't know what we go through when we lose a baby or our uterus. You think it's all a game. You think we enjoy it. You bunch of asses. No. Texas is on the biggest list of hate in my life. First, to take Texas away from the Mexicans, you barbaric bastards. By the way, Texas does belong to Mexico. And you know what's really funny? We have ran over indigenous Mexicans from their own homeland. Yeah, you did. Started the war, man. Yeah. All us whites took the land from the indigenous Indian. And then we took their children to put them in our schools to lose their own language. But that was okay. Didn't seem to mind when they were killing them. Didn't seem to mind shit. No. Tell you what, Mrs. Cox needs this immediately. Immediately. It's nothing that can be put off any longer. And Texas courts, knock your shit off. You want to become your own state afterwards, that's fine, but I bet every woman leaves that state. I would. I would not breed with another male there if they paid me $1 billion to. You are wrong. Wrong. The baby is dying and suffering. The mother can die, and she is already emotionally suffering. But because she's a woman, she's totally ignored at Texas. Know one thing. You can leave the Union. Well, you can't. It's a good thought, though. You are gone in my mind, Texas. You guys are a bunch of creeps. Murderous creeps. You're the killers, not the women. Keep your thing in your pants. Damn idiots. Had it. Oh, by the way, watch where you're driving. Merry, happy effing holiday.